Hello Jeeves, it's Gav. Welcome to another one of my videos. I apologise for the shaky cam because it unfortunately is on handheld today. Just quickly looking at these two Carthaginian war elephants. They're in the epic scale and they're from Warlord games. Plastic, excellent little kits in for want of a better word to put together. I've really enjoyed painting the elephants. Sorry, I haven't got time to move everything off the table for a proper video, so I just wanted to put this one up quickly to show progress on them. Put the mahouts that ride the elephants or drive them, I've put them on, stuck them on just because they attach, if I remember rightly, they've got a flat piece at the back, and I think they attach also to the stick to the back of the howdah. The howdah being like the little box on the back. All painted in acrylics with a I've used a couple of well, they're not contrast, they're express colours from Vallejo, but they're the same type of thing if you understand contrast paints. And then gone over them with sometimes like I've just gone straight on with normal, what I would call normal paint, modelling paint, game type paint, but which has a bit more. If you get game paints, they tend to have a bit more pigment in them, so they're a bit more vibrant. But I actually went for a look on these that it wasn't too vibrant, and I'm quite pleased with them. The shell designs are pretty naff on my part, but they're good enough for when you stood off from the table. Tried to do a different one. These, by the way, aren't stuck down because you get two types. You get these two, and let me just move these to the side without taking them off the table. I've just been working on this guy here. I'm just starting to put some. I've been using Express Dwarf colour, I think it is, just to blend in some of the colours I'm using, add some more tonal variation to the elephant. So I'll put one of these guys that you get the same mahouts driving them. You get two types of elephants, and obviously two types of guys driving them. So I'll have one on each base, if that makes sense. And you get the 4 in a box. With a slight, obviously this one's a slightly different design. You've got whether it's for decoration or to improve the defensive thing of the leather straps, but they have like a brass or bronze that goes across the leather strap there, but they don't have the big bronze head protectors. But no, he's looking quite nice. I like him. I've added, but you don't always have to add the pink on. A lot of these elephants, I presume it's like when you see the Indian ones when they're working, they'll often have the slightly pinkish main skin, I suppose, where it gets rubbed. I don't know, but I've added it a bit on each elephant. I was going to have like one of these armoured guys, as you can see here, with the pink on the trunk and the ears. And then one of these guys without, and I thought, no, that looks a bit, samey type of thing. So I'm just giving them all a bit of a very pink tinge, but in different places. But no, I quite like the way they've come up. They look quite natural. Thank you for that, Mr. Honking of the Horn. Not sure what I'm going to do with the howdah colours yet, but yeah. So I've got one that's only had a slight wash over it. This guy that I'm working on at the moment, and these two. The crew I've painted skin tones, but that's all. I wanted to leave the crew and do those all at the last, once I've got all the elephants painted and the howdah's done and everything. So yep, sorry for the drone footage going from left to right and all the rest of it, up and down, but I just wanted to give these a bit of a show and tell before I move on to the next two. So thank you very much. I apologise to the guys that have gone over on the community tab and looked at the photographs I've been putting up. I'm not sure what's going on. I take photographs off this video camera. It's only a cheap, well, 170 quid one. I suppose it wasn't that cheap, but I take still footage. All the photos you ever see me take, they're from this, because I find it's easier just to go directly onto the card that's inserted into the camera than into the computer. But sometimes they're blown up really. Either the lighting's not brilliant, and it probably does an automatic change to the lighting, and it seems to blow them up really closer than I would want it to look, only because it makes them look really rough. So I apologise if you've gone over and checked out the photographs I've been uploading of these guys. They're not the best photographs, but I really do just fire and forget these. I take a photograph and I put them up with a bit of a blurb. You know, there's not much I can do. I'm not spending hours trying to retake photographs and stuff. It's just as I'm working, I think, oh, I'll show the tubesters, you know, something, some more progress on whatever I happen to be working on. So I've also been working on, I'm going to show this because it's going to go all over the shop now. Hang on a second. Let's get this guy over. I've been doing yet another shiny Space Marine. It has to be done because I've got plans for doing I'd like to get a collection of the 40k and 30k, as in Horus Heresy, like the Primarchs, but the cheaper ones, the plastic ones when they come out, and also the characters from the different Space Marine legions. And I'll just he's going to be a Dark Angel. Yep, I know. People say that's not very dark to me. Yeah, Dark Angels are like more or less this colour on top. Yeah, probably they are, but I quite like this shiny look. So thank you very much, and there goes our friendly ice cream man. So on that note, I'll leave you all. Thank you very much, and we'll speak soon.